Life is full of choices. Every day we decide what to wear, what to eat, and how to spend our time. But beyond the small decisions, we face choices that define who we are, how we respond to challenges, how we treat others, and how we navigate a world filled with conflict and division. One of the most powerful choices we can make is the choice to love. Not just when it's easy, not just when it feels good, but even when it's hard. Jesus didn't just suggest love as an option. He commanded it. In John chapter 13, verse 34, he said, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another." Yet, love is often the hardest choice. Love means forgiving when you'd rather hold a grudge. Love means extending grace when judgment feels justified. Love means putting others first when selfishness seems easier. Imagine for a moment that every decision you make today is rooted in love. What if your words were filled with kindness instead of criticism? What if your actions reflected patience instead of frustration? What if your heart remained open instead of guarded? What would change in your life if, no matter the situation, you said, "I choose love"? Together, let's explore what it truly means to live out this choice and how choosing love can transform our hearts, our relationships, and even our faith. Let's dive in. As someone who has made a choice that has transformed my life, my relationships, and my perspective on the world, that choice is love. I chose love, not because it was easy, but because it was necessary. I chose love, not because it was always reciprocated, but because it was the only way to truly live. I chose love, not because the world deserved it, but because I deserved the peace it brought me. This is my testimony, my journey, and my sermon to you. I chose love. Love is not just a feeling. It is a decision. It is a commitment to act with kindness, even when kindness feels impossible. It is a vow to extend grace, even when grace seems undeserved. It is a promise to see the humanity in others, even when their actions make it hard to do so. I chose love because I realized that hate, anger, and resentment were chains that bound me, not the people who hurt me. Love was the key to my freedom. The Bible reminds us in 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 14, "Let all that you do be done in love." This verse is a call to action, a reminder that love is not passive, but active. It is a choice we make in every moment, in every interaction. I chose love because I realized that it is the foundation of a life well lived. Choosing love doesn't mean ignoring pain. It doesn't mean pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Love is not a mask to hide behind. It is a light to guide you through the darkness. I've been hurt, deeply hurt by people I trusted. I've felt the sting of betrayal, the weight of disappointment, and the ache of loneliness. But in those moments, I chose love. Not love for the person who hurt me, but love for myself. I chose to love myself enough to heal, to grow, and to move forward. The Bible speaks to this in Romans chapter 12, verse 17-19. "Repay no one evil for evil. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." Love taught me that forgiveness is not about excusing someone's behavior. It's about releasing the hold their actions have on your heart. I chose love because I realized that holding on to anger was like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Love was the antidote. Love allowed me to let go, to breathe, and to find peace. In a world that often feels divided, love is a radical act. It is a rebellion against hatred, a defiance of indifference, and a refusal to be consumed by negativity. I chose love because I believe it has the power to change the world, not in grand, sweeping gestures, but in small, consistent acts of compassion. A smile to a stranger, a kind word to a friend, a moment of patience with someone who is struggling. These are the building blocks of a better world. I chose love because I realized that I cannot control what others do, but I can control how I respond. I can choose to add to the pain in the world, or I can choose to add to the love. And every time I choose love, I am planting a seed of hope. I am saying, this is not the end. There is still goodness here. For me, choosing love is also a spiritual act. It is a way of connecting with something greater than myself. I believe that love is the essence of the divine, the force that binds us all together. When I choose love, I am aligning myself with that force. I am saying, I am part of something bigger. I am part of a universe that thrives on connection, compassion, and unity. The Bible tells us in 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 to 8, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God. And whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love." I chose love because I believe it is what I was created to do. I believe that every act of love, no matter how small, brings me closer to the divine. It is my way of saying, thank you for this life. Thank you for this opportunity to make a difference. Choosing love is not easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and strength. It means opening your heart, even when you're afraid it might break. It means showing up, even when you're not sure if anyone will show up for you. It means believing in the goodness of others, even when the evidence seems scarce. But here's the truth. Love is worth it. It is worth the risk, the effort, and the pain, because love is the only thing that truly lasts. Hate fades, anger dissipates, but love endures. Love transforms. Love heals. The Apostle Paul reminds us in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 7, "Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things." Love is not weak, it is the strong. It is the power that raised Christ from the dead, and it is the power that can raise us from our own brokenness. So today, I challenge you to choose love. Choose love when it's hard. Choose love when it's inconvenient. Choose love when it feels like the last thing you want to do. Because every time you choose love, you are making the world a better place. You are becoming the best version of yourself. You are living a life of purpose and meaning. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 44, "But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." This is not an easy command, but it is a life-changing one. When we choose love, we are following in the footsteps of Christ. We are embodying the gospel in its purest form. I chose love, and it changed everything. It can change you too. It can change us all. So let us choose love, not just today, but every day. Let us be the light in the darkness, the hope in the despair, the love in a world that so desperately needs it. I chose love. Will you? If this message touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.